Welcome you back in the Leaders Odyssey online homeschooling system. Dear students, in this week and in the previous week, you have learned about computer memory. You have learned about primary memory and its classification completely in the previous week. And in this week, you have learned about secondary memory and its classification. The only topic that is remaining is flash memory, which will be covered by today. But before going towards that, as a summary, I want to have revision of this whole computer memory. Students' computer memory is the storage or spaces used to store data, information, and instructions. That data, that information, and that instructions can be carried and moved to another computer, and that data and instructions can be saved for later use. Students' computer memory is classified as primary and secondary memory. Primary memory has direct access to the processor and secondary memory has indirect access to the processor. Primary memory is also called as internal memory. Secondary memory is also called as external memory. Then students, primary memory, you learned about cache, main memory, RAM and ROM. Cache is the small and fastest type of memory that acts as a buffer between the main memory and the CPU. Then you learned about main memory, RAM and ROM, random access memory, read-only memory. Random access memory stores data temporarily, read-only memory stores data permanently. Then you learned that random access memory stores data in GBs, read-only memory stores data in MBs. The data and information that are stored in the ROM that is used in the basic level of the computer or in the startup process of the computer, and it was stored at the time of manufacturing of computer and cannot be changed anytime. Then you learned in the previous classes of this week about secondary storage. You learned that secondary storage helps us to store data not only on our computer but also on external devices in order to move it to other computers. Then you learned about the type of secondary storage, magnetic disks, optical disks, and flash memory. Flash memory you will learn by today. You learned about HDD. HDD stands for hard disk drive. Students, you learned that hard disk drive is the main storage unit of a computer. It can hold data up to a few terabytes. Then terabyte, megabyte, gigabyte, bits, byte you learned in the previous lecture. Students, your computer stores data in the form of 0 and 1. Then 8 bits equals to 1 byte. Bytes are like liter for liquid. For the measuring of liquid, like for measuring of water or milk, you use liter. For the measuring of data and information, you use bits and byte. Then about the whole conversion chart about memory capacity you have learned and seen in the previous class. Then you learned that hard disk drives can be internal or can be external. Internal hard disk drives are installed inside the computer, and external hard disk drives are portable and can be carried anywhere or anytime. You can connect to your computer as well. Then you learned about CD. CD stands for compact disc. You learned about DVD. DVD stands for Digital Versatile Disc. BRD stands for Blu-ray Disc. DVD is the evolution of CD. BRD is the evolution of DVD. CD stores data about 700 MBs. DVD stores data from 4.7 till 17 GBs. BRD stores data about 50 GBs. DVD uses dual layer technology to use data in two layers, and both sides of the disk can store data. Then you learned about the Blu-ray disc, that the surface of this disc is scratch resistant. Today you will learn about flash memory. See here, memory card and universal serial bus. These are the types of flash memory. You can call it SD card as well. You have seen these two pictures before in the real lives as well. Students' memory card and USB flash drives have totally replaced the old floppy disk. Floppy disk, you have learned in the past that it was magnetic disk. It stored data magnetically. Its storage capacity was very less, even less than a CD. It could store data. Then whenever you put the floppy disk with any cell phone or with any speaker, then it could lost all its data because the data was stored magnetically. We use memory cards in digital cameras, video cameras, or smartphones, and we use flash memory, USB flash memory. We can call USB flash memory as a USB memory stick or pen. We use this USB flash memory to store data that we want to carry with us. If we are going somewhere, if we are going from one place to another, from one city to another city, and we are going to take the data with ourselves, then we take that data in the USB because they are so small. The USB is so small that you can hang them on your keyring, but they can hold a lot of GBs of data. GB 1 GB equals to 1024 MB. You have learned this class. Their storage capacity is continually increasing with each new version. By the time when the new versions you get, its storage capacity also increases day by day. Now students, you have your assessment session. I hope that computer memory is very much clear to you since I have revised each topic about 2 to 3 times at least, and each topic was used to revise day by day. It is divided into 3 parts. This assessment session is divided into 3 parts.